AU in the road blue uniforms. And the Owls get possession first. Eagles lead this series 2-1. They beat the Owls in Boca Raton last year, 75-62. Eagles never trailed in that game. Inside it goes Delph off the mark. Offensive rebound. And second chance points for Florida Atlantic as they get the early lead. That was the Eagles' undoing on Saturday night.
Well, the one thing you don't want to do is give up rebounds and then kick it out for a three.
Trey Simmons down low.
Well, both teams are sugaring the bigs early, big guy.
FGCU wrapping up a season-long 6-game homestand. There goes Feister, and Simmons snares it.
See, one of the things both these teams have to do today is box out because both these teams want to get on the boards, Tom.
A little more than a minute gone here at Alico Arena. Christian Terrell, Zach Johnson pulls up and is blocked at the elbow. Ernst, though, comes up with it. 4 to shoot. Goodwin didn't hit the rim, and that's a shot clock. His 4th season, played 11 years, Jay Webb, in the NBA. He was the head coach of the Detroit Pistons for 1 year. Quite a resume.
Spent some time with the Indiana Pacers.
Again, pulls up, no good. And Simmons another rebound. Johnson moves it forward. All the way, high off the glass. Simmons, no.
These people are fighting and getting at it on the boards tonight, Tom. Hey, underneath there, not a place. That's not a place for anyone who's afraid to get hit.
That is for sure. Here's Adger against Goodwin. Ought to be an interesting matchup out on the point. Troutman hits it. Ernst works it around Zach Johnson. This FAU team can score. Coming off consecutive games when they eclipsed 90 points. Those were against Ave Maria and Bethune-Cookman. And Terrell hits from 16 feet.
Terrell has been one of the most consistent shooters for the Eagles so far this season, Tom.
FGCU trailing FAU. In the opening 3 minutes here, 5-4. Here's Feister. Go down low to Delph. Way off the mark.
Want to get your game going in the preseason and then get ready for your conference play.
Great defense that time by Terrell.
Play started again here. Eagles have got to move the ball. Got to have good ball movement against this defense.
Here's Johnson with it. Rayshawn Scott. Great defense by FAU. Got to put it up. And Scott converts.
Nice move by Rayshawn Scott Jr. Showing his athleticism there.
Here's Delph with it. Adger. Shot no good. More combinations. They have started a different group of
80% free throw shooter.
And Adger makes them both. FAU on top 7-6. As we approach the 16-minute mark. Brandon Goodwin, nice move.
He just needs one of those to go down to get him going, but that was a great move.
Ronald Delph, the turnaround.
See, now you want him to take that shot, don't you? You want the 7-footer falling away.
You do, but great defense by Ricky Doyle, who is back in the lineup tonight for FGCU.
Well, see, once you cannot throw soft passes against an athletic team like FAU.
Troutman short on the 3. Goodwin took a shot to the huge. You know, the Eagles scoring this season, J-Webb, is up. They have over 70 points in all 9 games. That's only the second time that's ever happened in the early stretch of the season in program history. Doyle is blocked.
Oh, that was like, I don't think so. But you've got to move with more authority on that move to the hole. You can't go soft against the big man like that.
Well, Ricky Doyle was suffering from back spasms the other day and missed the MTSU game. Hoping to have him at 100%. Massey.
That shot was blocked by Zach Johnson.
And Johnson looked for Massey at the last second. Troutman has it.
Now that's
Can't
good defense there.
And a second chance. Maybe a little more easygoing this year, Jay Webb. What do you think?
Well, intensity is a word that when you look it up in the dictionary, there's a picture of Joe Dooley there. But I think that he's really comfortable with this team, and he knows what their potential is.
Christian Carlisle had 18 the other night into the ball game.
Now that press is what you call, it's an annoyance press. Because all they want to do is try to just cut down your time getting into your sets.
Johnson from the elbow, yes. And score the bucket.
Was in this gym was Leighton Bowie.
I remember.
Playing for the Eagles.
And this is the free throw. The Owls lead it by 3. 6 minutes gone, first half. Trey Simmons. Little double clutch. Good job by Rayshawn Scott.
Now see, he's my garbage man. He's going to pick up stuff.
Johnson way outside. Scott going to try to sit. He's an athletic guy. Hulsey across the timeline. 13:30 to play here in the first half. Hulsey underneath. And the slam jam.
Delph Jr. transfer. And the thing with Delph, he's averaging a double-double.
As we tick towards the 13-minute mark here in the first half. Scenario Mercurius into the game for the Eagles.
Oh, he's in there for one reason, to shoot the 3.
He is a spot-on shooter from long range. And here's a look at it. And that's why he's in there, Jay Webb. You called it.
I love it when players do what we say they might, and then they do it.
7 seconds after it came out of your mouth. The Eagles within 2.
That's a pretty shot, isn't it?
Hulsey guarded by Terrell. Spin move, a little out of control and rejected by Simmons. Terrell to Scott.
Hey, Terrell went coast to coast and then the dish off to the big man.
Rayshawn Scott. Averaging about 7 points a game. And there is Delph with the putback.
Delph, hey, that's a grown man. That is a grown man, Tom. He is going to work down in the paint.
Christian Carlisle from straight away. 3, no good.
Well,
Way
he didn't
long.
have a rhythm on that, Tom.
Massey, and it's taken away by Carlisle. Carlisle, an ever-improving player for Joe Dooley. And Daenerys
Really shooting well.
Here's Feister, take it away. And Feister.
The ball.
2 members of this FGCU backcourt is Carlisle. Inbounds to Terrell. A couple of guys from Jacksonville Known each other well for a long time. Trey Simmons. And lost the handle, blocked. And Trey Simmons knocks down the first.
When you're a big man, because you're going to get fouled and go to the hole. Go to the free throw line.
Simmons makes one of two.
The jinx.
Funny how it always works out like
Yes.
that. Here's Adger. Payton Hulsey. Now Adger again. Double teamed up there for a moment. In the lane. Smith no good.
Now see, that's how you grab a rebound.
It's already 3 rebounds this evening.
Are 7-0 for FAU, and that's where the Eagles got killed against Middle Tennessee.
Yep.
They need to clean that up.
Well, you know that fact has not escaped Coach Dooley or the staff.
No.
Or the team for that matter. It's a point of emphasis. There's Zach Johnson with 5 to shoot. No. You didn't.
Here's Smith, father, first-round draft pick of the Golden State Warriors, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith out of Maryland.
About 14, 15 years in the league.
That's right. Good bloodlines. Simmons inside and gets that one to go, and the Eagles are back on front.
We'll see. Once again, there's a mismatch. Get it to the big man. Let him go to the hole.
Pulling up no good is Adger, and a one and done that time for FAU. Simmons. Nice move inside, and it just won't fall.
And you notice that Simmons did what? He fought for the ball.
Mercurius. Second 3 of the game. Add a lot to this club. You know, here's an FGCU ball club who down low lost Marquetti Norelia, lost Meach. It's not the same team down low right now.
Well, the Eagles are trying to get some space here. Oh, nice move.
Hulsey caught against the baseline. Hulsey for 3.
I tell you, you cannot leave that young man alone.
Terrell for Simmons. That's foul. Michael Gilmore will add a lot down low once he is eligible. A 6'10" body is really what they need down there.
Rim protectors who can reject shots. That's what Meach did so well.
Yeah.
And see, you can wear the big men down on the opposite team when you can go Doyle for 4 or 5 minutes. Simmons, see, they aren't getting tired. The clock.
And Mike and the entire facilities crew does such an awesome job here in Alico Arena.
You got to give kudos to them because this is a long day. Women's game at 4:30. Get here like around 1, maybe noon. Here till maybe midnight.
Payton Hulsey. Doyle, and it's a CU team, and at full capacity roster-wise. We will see the full FGCU team on display. Johnson, no, but the tip-in is going to be waved off. So he will shoot a 1-and-1, but either way, it will be FAU's ball. So he misses the front end.
See, you got to make free throws.
And Michael Curry is not a happy man right now for FAU.
Well, the referees did the right thing.
Justin Massey, yes.
Now, let me tell you, that was excellent defense by Zach Johnson. Massey just said, you know what, I'm going to be better getting over you.
Carlisle. Johnson pulls up, shook the defender. How about that?
Good decision there by Zach Johnson. Didn't force it.
Eagles by 3 and another whistle away from the ball.
Why the game is close.
Both teams taking pretty good care of the basketball. Each has only turned it over 3 times. So it's been a pretty clean game so far. Look at Mercurius playing tough defense. Adger, though, hits the 3 and we're tied.
Well, see, wherever Adger is, you got to get a hand on his face. That boy can shoot.
Adger averaging 10 points a game. He's one of 4 Owls that average in double figures. Mercurius, and good one with a putback. And Brandon finally on the scoreboard with his first 2 of the night.
Well, he's done a lot of other things. Play solid defense and dish out some assists. For young players, the boys and girls, it's not always about scoring.
Troutman just inside the line, no good. Look at Brandon, good one, coast to coast. And Brandon Goodwin, when he decides to get hot, he gets hot.
Oh.
Adger out of control, and it's taken away by Zach Johnson, his first steal of the night. Here's Brandon. And just like that, 6 in a row for Brandon. He is now 1 steal shy of becoming the 10th FGCU player ever with 100 steals in his career. Right now, Johnson 11th in the nation with 22 steals this season.
Well, see, this is what you want to move the ball, and I'd like Delph down in the paint at 7 foot.
Taken away by Carlisle. He's got Terrell. Gives it up Johnson, but a foul is. So the Eagles already having grabbed the momentum in this game. This only helps them more. Terrell was an awful
free throws the other night against MTSU.
75% free throw shooter, makes 1 of 2. Carlisle to inbound. Terrell out to Goodwin. Here's Zach in the lane. Rejected.
See, once again, make a move, be decisive.
Massey for 3. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch to assert themselves. It really broke away from the Owls with that 6-0 run. All 6 of those points from Brandon Goodwin. Now it's 7 consecutive points.
Now,
and
see,
now that 9 in a row.
Now, see, there's your move by a big man. That was authoritative.
That is Trey Simmons at his absolute best.
See, finesse is what you use with ribs at a fine dining restaurant, you know.
Ingram from the elbow. Tough shot. Scott right in your face. Here goes Brandon. 8 points.
Thank you.
4:20 left to play. In the first half, the Eagles now by 11. And another one and done from FAU. Here is Goodwin to Scott. Under 4 minutes. Simmons. And what a move in the left hand off the glass.
A kiss with the left hand off the glass, TJ.
That is smooth. And the Eagles trying to run away with it.
Let me tell you something. This Owls team is not going anywhere. They're going to make a run because they've got shooters and they got Delph in the paint.
And a whistle.
Isn't it, Tom?
Pretty clear. As Ingram finally nearly 4 minutes without a field goal. He makes both free throws.
That's a great looking shot.
Good one. Trey Simmons. Now good one.
Oh.
It's rejected. But good. 8 points. Make it, well, they've still got 8. Good. 13th best in the country. And he makes 1 of 2. As we tick towards 3 minutes to play in the opening half. FGCU has asserted itself. And a foul called.
At Auburn in the SEC, you got to be good.
He makes the free throw.
For a shooter. Left hand, right hand.
Yep. 1 of 2. The Eagles have gotten this thing to double figures, and Joe Dooley would love them to put the throttle down and really get a big lead headed into the half. Good one, can't hit, but Simmons tips it in.
Trey Simmons is having one heck of a ball game. This may be his breakout game. That's 11 points and 5 or 6 rebounds.
Eagles have really clamped down defensively, too. You can just see it. Mercurius, the hand in the passing window. Here's Mahoney.
Well, that was
good.
a good move.
By Delph had the look at it. And Simmons can't convert. And that, Jay Webb, is where you just want to go up there and dunk it.
You know,
Hulsey out of control, but a blocking foul is called. So Hulsey makes the first one.
remember Bobby Jones from the 76ers back in the...
We talked about Payton Hulsey here at the free throw line, the grad transfer from the College of Charleston. He was a 2-time All-CAA defensive player there. A clamped down guy on the defensive end. Good one. There's Mercurius for 3. I mean, does he ever miss from out there?
I tell you what, that's a cold-blooded shooter.
His 3rd triple of the night. Delph with a fadeaway.
Oh!
And a nice putback that time by Ingram. There goes Brandon Goodwin.
Where's the rim protector there? Daw's got to come over and swat that.
Brandon Goodwin's got that look in his eye right now, Jay Webb.
Oh, it's a look that they don't want to see.
No, about halfway through this first half, all of a sudden, he got that look. Now he's in double figures.
Oh,
nice
that's a big-time move, Tom.
Ronald forced the bucket. Underneath the Mercurius, loses the handle, and it's taken away. Final minute of the half. Badger up and under, and we'll go to the line.
Massey is just money from the free throw line.
See,
you want to give your big, like, Trey Simmons a little blow. 30 seconds to sit in the halftime. Because he's worked hard against Delph. 7 foot, about 270. Woo. That's overtime.
Justin Massey makes him. So he's coming into this game hot. Four points for Massey tonight. 5-second difference. Game clock, shot clock. About 5.5 second difference. And a foul by Hulsey. Goodwin will shoot 2. When FGCU defeated Southeastern University. We're going to talk to Taylor at the half. She'll join us live. Goodwin makes 1 of 2. Final 10 seconds.
Well, you don't want to foul right now. You just want to harass people.
Adger for 3, way outside. Carlisle launches, and that'll do it for the behind the arc. 3 of 5 from three-point range. Not a lot of shots, but they've made the ones they've taken.
Well, that's what you have to do. You got to be efficient. You don't got to take a lot, but make the ones you do. Tell you right now, for FAU to get back in this ball game, they got to run this offense through the big dog, and then let him kick it out to the guards who can make shots.
And there's Rayshawn Scott. Delph, the 7-footer, a transfer from Auburn.
See, you can't be fancy. You got to go up strong and hope he fouls you.
Here's Adger. Ingram. No, but Delph with the jam put back. And the dunks tonight in Dunk City have come from the Owls. And Delph in particular with a couple of them.
Well, see, that's where you don't play around. You throw it down, big man.
Christian Terrell. Nice move, but can't finish, but somehow gets it back. Such a smooth, crafty player, Christian Terrell. Rayshawn Scott wide open, way off the mark though.
Well, once again, the Eagles have got to find Hulsey and Adger out there because they are cold-blooded shooters.
So far tonight, through 20 minutes, he is scoreless.
Well, he's done other things for the Eagles.
Here's Delph again. And second chance points comes in for Joe Dooley. And Adger completes the three-point play. So FAU opens the second half on a 5-0 run.
And they're showing a little press here. Once again, an annoyance press just so they can sort of delay you getting into your set.
Now Carlisle. Goodwin has space. Gets the shooter's roll. 14 for Goodwin.
Now that's a lost art, using the glass. That was old school there, Tom.
That's right. Well, we saw Simmons do it with the left hand in the first half a couple of times. Now Feister. Adger over Terrell, no good. Feister fighting for it. A whistle, and they may scoreless tonight. So FGCU with the 8-point lead. Carlisle has it batted away by Feister. Carlisle in the lane, way up off the glass. Simmons can't get the putback.
Well, see, that's where the big guy altered the shot.
Troutman for 3, no. Brandon Goodwin pulls it up. 15 feet, no good.
That's his shot, too.
Yeah, Goodwin 6 of 11 now from the field tonight. Still shooting over 50%.
I tell you, it's been a battle, him and Adger, hasn't it?
It's quite a matchup out there on the perimeter. And a shooter's roll that time from Delph. Ronald Delph hailing from Winter Haven, Florida, Central Florida. Here's Mercurius all the way with it.
Well, see, you got to stay up on him because of his jump shot, but he's fast enough to slide and has the ability to finish.
.11 points for Mercurius and Delph. And he completes the three-point play. Well, just a 5-point game. And here comes the press. Little token press as they kind of back off.
Well, on a 6-point game or 5-point game, the Eagles have just got to make sure that they're
Delph down the street in Germain Arena a little bit before Thanksgiving. Played 3 games in 3 days and went 1-2. Ricky Doyle off the glass for the bucket.
Doyle, big time move there. Delph's got to be careful. He doesn't want to pick up his 3rd foul.
First shot of the night by Doyle, and then he picks up his first 2 points. Adger rattles it home. And a steal in the backcourt, and a 3. Troutman hits it. And just like that, it's a 2-point game, Jay Webb. That 3 a moment ago. It's exactly the thing that will give the Owls a little boost of confidence and obviously get them back in the game. As Carlisle brings it across. He's a guy that they love to have get going offensively. It's Christian Carlisle. As he pulls up from inside the stripe.
Whoa, wait a minute.
First points of the game.
Was that right on cue? Did my broadcast partner say get Carlisle going?
Well, I was in the huddle, Jay Webb, during the commercial.
I wondered where you went.
Yeah. Adger guarded by Carlisle.
Good defense.
That's very, very good defense. And Feister, gets the rebound. Troutman, and hits the 3 and draws the foul. Chance to tie this game. And does with 14:27 to play. FGCU has seen an 11-point lead evaporate. Zach Johnson puts him back in front.
He said, let me make up for my mistake.
Best way to do it. 3 for 7 from the field. Zach has 6. Adger rejected by Doyle. Well, there's tremendous energy coming out of the break. Troutman, he's been hot. Battle for it. It's Carlisle, and a whistle blows. Again, going to look at some press here for a moment. Only for as long as it took to bring the ball in out of bounds. Carlisle, and he may be heating up, Jay Webb.
Right on cue.
And that's 4 quick ones for Christian Carlisle. And FGCU back on top by 4. Hulsey. And the putback by Jalen Ingram. All the way is Goodwin, who gets rejected. Goodwin looks to Doyle. Terrell outside. Brandon Goodwin. Doyle with the rebound. Can't put it back. You seem to feel like Goodwin knew that that shot was short right when it left his hands.
Well, the Eagles have dodged a bullet there with that open look at the 3.
Doyle back outside. Goodwin penetrates. Terrell open. Yes. 3-pointer from Christian Terrell. His first of the night, and he's got 6.
And Brandon Goodwin found Christian Terrell. He trusts him. He knows him. He's been around him for 2 years now.
Massey.
Oh, Lord, that's a great shot by Massey.
He's been quiet for a while.
Well, he wasn't quiet there, was he?
Hits the 3-pointer, and he's got 7. 2 for 5 from the field for Massey.
You just got to love college basketball. Young men getting at it.
Great matchup tonight in Dunk City. Owls and Eagles. Under 12 minutes to play. Terrell rejected by Delph. Hulsey.
11 by Denario Mercurius.
And Hulsey rolls that. Christian Carlisle. And
man, he used all the rim on both those shots.
That's right. 60 apiece. About midway through the first half, Jay Webb, when FGCU asserted control in what was a close game then.
Right.
They've given it all back to FAU. Perhaps it's time for another Eagles run here. We'll see. Mercurius, boy, he's got moves.
He can go outside, he can go inside.
Really exciting player. Tenero with 13 right now. And FGCU back in front by 2. Hulsey, and he's getting hot. Hulsey with 13. Get the feeling this one's going right down to the gun.
Unless someone makes a run.
Carlisle pulls up. Doyle snares the long rebound. Terrell, yes! Talked about his field goal percentage amongst guards, among the best in the nation. Christian Terrell hits another 3, his second of the half.
Well, the thing the Eagles need now is some stops.
Oh! And we are tied again.
I think the one thing you've got to do with Delph is that you got to be physical. You got to get up on his body and sort of be physical with him. You can't let him get that ball down inside.
So Simmons and Feister of FAU both on the floor with 3 fouls right now. Christian Carlisle has come alive here in the second half.
Well, he came alive in the first half against MTSU. Now he says, let me see if I can help close out this victory against the Owls.
He is one tough player. 6 points for Carlisle. Down low, Delph jams it home.
Oh, Lord.
Good one. Short gets his own rebound. Christian Terrell in traffic. .14 to shoot. Carlisle grabs the rebound. Into the bonus, and the pass a long time. About midway through the first half was the last time they were in front. Adger. Hulsey. Oh, that's a man's game.
That's a man's move.
Owls by 2. Zach Johnson will include me and you. As, by the way, talks about how he has improved by leaps and bounds this season.
And they're going to run this offense through Delph and let the big man do his thing.
A 3-ball, and it's good from Massey. Massey with 10 now. Simmons.
Good move by Simmons there.
Under 8 minutes left to play.
Well, plenty of time, but the Eagles, they've got to keep a hand up on Adger and Massey, Tom.
And the 3-ball Massey, not this time. Tipped up and a foul.
Catch that ball and dunk it.
Ingram at the line and connects. Feister for FAU, the only guy in this game with 4 fouls, and he's on the bench. Matt Ingram misses the second. And look at this 3. Massey! Largest lead of the game for the Owls now at 7 with 7.5 to play. Johnson with a timely bucket for FGCU.
Well, this now comes down, if you're an Eagle, you got to play defense, or this game's going to get away from you. Now you find out who the men are.
Johnson on Massey. Three-pointer Hulsey is wide open, can't hit it. Who's going to squeeze the orange? Goodwin out of there with it. All the way. Count the basket. Brandon Goodwin. And Goodwin converts the three-point play. So the Eagles, just like that, reel off 5 in a row to get back to within 2.
It comes down to defense now for the Eagles. Only 5 turnovers by the Owls, 6 by the Eagles.
These teams have taken good care of the basketball as Hulsey down the baseline.
Well, see the thing there, you had too many Eagles too close together on that inbounds.
3 Eagles players in double figures. Goodwin with 16, Simmons 13, Mercurius has 13. Brandon all the way. 18 for Goodwin.
Well, scoring's not the problem right now for the Eagles, it's the defense. And second chance points, Tom.
Check that, 19 points now for Brandon Goodwin. And Trey Simmons picks up. And Trey Simmons is going to come out of this game as Joe Dooley is going to put Doyle back.
You know, they throw a little 2-3 zone at MTSU. That was not a good look there on the 3 throw.
So Brandon Goodwin has come alive again for FGCU. They still trail it by 3. Goodwin back to Terrell. Lost the handle on it. Got the Michael Curry signature all over it. Defense when he played for the Pistons. Defense as a coach, as an assistant at Philadelphia. And is in the NBA.
I'm telling you, you are the stat man.
As Doyle clanks the first one. Points on the night for Doyle. That's a timely third point. As FGCU is back to within 2. Remember, they led by 11 at halftime.
Right. You better find Hulsey or Adger.
10 to shoot. There's Hulsey.
See,
Right
Doyle's got to
down
slide
the lane.
over. He's got to slide over.
Goodwin answers right back.
See, Doyle's got to slide over and reject that shot.
3 ball in the air. Troutman no good. Eagles can tie it on this trip. Or take the lead on the 3 by Terrell.
Now you saw the good decision by Brandon Goodwin to find the man that's 5th in the nation for field goal percentage.
By guards, he's got 3 threes tonight. Christian Terrell with 12 points, and FGCU is back in front by 1. Massey draws the foul against Mercurius.
Standing free throw shooter.
82% on the season. That one rolls off. This one can tie it, and Massey does it. We tick towards 4 minutes left in a good one from Dunk City. Brandon Goodwin, no! A tie-up.
Harass the three-point shooters, and then don't let Delph be Delph.
Brandon Goodwin leading all scorers with 21, and is 4 better than his season average of 17.
See Doyle get his hands up. Get your hands up.
8 to shoot. Hulsey way off the mark. Pulled down in there as a team against FGCU. 7 committed by FAU. Ingram can't convert on the first. And for FGCU, it's Trey Simmons.
Well, see, Curry's playing offense, defense. Feister for defense, and then he's putting the big dog Delph in for offense.
83-82, Florida Atlantic on top. Coming down the stretch here in Alico Arena.
This is where your guards have got to make good decisions on every possession.
Goodwin. Simmons loses the handle and then commits the foul. Massey makes the first. And the second one is good. 85-82. Owls in front. Back and forth we go.
Well, folks, I wouldn't go for a snack right now because this is going down to the wire.
Under 3 minutes now from Dunk City. Carlisle pulls up on the dribble. Out to Terrell. Terrell out of control. And it's going to go over for the Eagles. Payton Hulsey, guarded by Zach Johnson. Ingram. Hulsey at 10. 7 to shoot. Great defense by the Eagles. Massey, no good. Terrell with the rebound, falls to the floor. He is 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight. Makes the first.
Eagles defense to have only 5 turnovers is a tribute to the Owls.
And it's a 1-point game.
Well, let's see if the Eagles are down in the stance, Tom.
Here's Delph. Now Massey for 3. Goodwin commits the foul. The first one rolls off. The second of 3. This one's good, and it's a 2-point game. Non-conference action. As Massey makes 2 of 3. This decade, they've only lost 2 non-conference games in a row in this building. One other time this decade.
Well, the Eagles, a lot of time left. They just got to make good decisions on offense here.
Zach Johnson penetrating, weaving, double clutch, and he'll go to the line.
Very, very efficient.
Johnson makes the first one. Johnson shoots 82% from the line. Makes 1 of 2. Eagles 11 of 18 from the free throw line tonight. Massey for 3. Yes!
Plenty of time for the Eagles here.
Massey with 19. Johnson can't get the hoop. Johnson makes the first. And he makes 1 of 2 again. So costly. Missed free throws.
Well, a couple of things don't last very long. That's teams that miss free throws and dogs that chase cars.
We tick towards a minute. Massey slip. Where do you go on this possession?
Well, you're going to take the best shot. You know Curry's yelling no threes.
Here's Goodwin. The floater, yes. 4 of its 5 guys in the backcourt.
Right now they're looking to get up on him.
Hulsey across the timeline. Massey's had the hot hand of late for the Owls. They can beat you with any number of guys, though, from outside, but Ingram. So about a 6-second difference. Game clock and shot clock in a 2-point game. Zach Johnson, Ricky Doyle, back outside, Terrell. Short on the shot. Ingram out of there with it. And now the Eagles have got to foul. Big free throws right now for the Owls. And Troutman hits the first. Dooley is back in this game. To make it 4, and he does. 92-88. Eagles need a quick shot, Jay Webb. Goodwin backs it out. Here's Mercurius, launches the three, way short, back outside Johnson. No, loose ball, still loose with 2 seconds. And they made their shots. I mean, FGCU was shot at 52% from the field, 60% from three.